Okay, guys, today we're going to do part 3 for our blood spatter lab. With part 3, for parts 1 and 2, both different parts, we looked at two different things, but we were doing the assumption that the blood was just kind of dripping. So, if you remember from your notes, we talked about, and you read about velocity, about spatter velocity. So, the velocity, the thing we want to emphasize is it's not how fast the blood is moving, it's how fast the weapon that caused the wound is moving. So in the first two examples, parts 1 and 2, the blood is just dripping out of the person's body. So that would be considered low velocity. Something happened, the person got stabbed, the person just got scratched or something that didn't cause blood to go flying. So they're just dripping out. In the part 3, we're going to look at medium and high velocity. A medium velocity is someone maybe being punched and getting hit and then the blood's flying, and high velocity is the weapon being very high velocity, a bullet or that type of thing. All right, so we're going to work our way through it just like we did last for the first two parts. So make sure you have your data tables in front of you, and we'll get started. All right, so my first one, we're going to do a medium velocity. So this little device here is going to represent our medium velocity spatter. So I'm going to put a little blood on our paper here, or on the plastic, and our spatter is going to go like this. All right, I missed the paper a little bit, but that's okay. Here we go. Let's take a look at 3 different dots. Now remember, we're looking at the size of the spatter marks compared to what we saw before. So I'm going to pick a couple, actually. Let's pick here. There's 1, width and length. 2, width and length. And let's find a third spot. I'm actually going to go down here on the wall. Width and length. Okay, we'll place this paper and do the high velocity spatter. So for a high velocity spatter, I'm going to use a toothbrush to spatter the blood here, or supposed blood here. Right? All right. Okay. Pick 3 dots here, 3 spots. How about this one? 1, width and length. One right next to it here, width and length. And let's do this one right over here, width and length. Okay, we're going to repeat that with the same thing, but we'll do it with the angles. So now we're going to kind of combine what we did with the angles in part 2 with this idea. So medium velocity, from angle 1. Okay, let's get 3 dots. Let's see, width and length. How about, this looks like fairly big, but we'll look at this one, width and length. And then how about this one right here, width and length. Okay, moving on to angle 1 high velocity. Okay, let's pick out 3 of them. Let's go right here, width and length. Right next to it here, width and length. And how about this one right here? All right, width and length. Okay, 2 more. Angle 2, make it a little bigger angle, or smaller angle actually. Medium velocity. Okay, here we go. You can see it's getting longer and skinnier, so width and length. Let's do this one right here, width and length. And then how about this one right here, width and length. Okay, last one. All right, last one. High velocity. From angle 2. Okay, let's take a look, see if we can find a couple. Here we go, ready? I'll start, we do width first, width and length. How about this one, width and length. And finally, there's one right down here, width and length. Okay, so the thing we wanted to emphasize about this is the size of the drops compared to the speed of the wound, the velocity of the weapon that's causing the wound. All right, so let's do the same thing, make our measurements, make our calculations. All of this, you do our data today, and tomorrow is going to be calculations to finish the data table and the questions. Okay, good job. Good luck.